Well, welcome back to the Stadio Nero Rocco here in Trieste. I'm here in the press conference room. It's just finished. Italy 1, Ireland 1, and it's absolute devastation for the Ireland under-21 team. They will not be appearing at next summer's European Championships in Slovakia. There'll be no November playoff in order to book their spot. They finished third in Group A after tonight's 1-1 draw, coupled with Norway's resounding 5-1 win at home to Turkey. Ireland came into this game still with their fate in their own hands. They knew that a victory over the group leaders and the five-time Euro winners would secure top spot and automatic qualification, of course, for the first time in Irish history. They went 1-0 down. Chelsea midfielder Cesar Casadei with a nice finish from 12 yards out midway through the first half. But Ireland started really well. 2 shots cleared off the line in the first 15-20 minutes. One from Johnny Kenny, one from Baba Adiko, who was one of 2 changes. Sinclair Armstrong coming in, returning from suspension as well. And Ireland started really well. Italy got the opener and Ireland kind of suffered a little bit thereafter, and kind of glad to see half-time. Italy had 1 or 2 really good chances to add a second. Their captain, Leeds United winger Wilfred Gnonto, going really close, forcing a fine save from Tiernan Brooks. And Jim Crawford at half-time, he changed the wing-backs. Conor O'Brien and Teo Adaramola coming on really gave Ireland new vigour after the break. They started the second half really well. There was 1 or 2 kind of half shouts for a penalty. Tested the keeper once or twice, and then that leveller came, Andrew Moore, and just after the hour mark, on the occasion of his 21st birthday as well, to get Ireland right back into it. And a late winner would have made history, would have booked their ticket to Slovakia 2025, but it wasn't to be. They threw everything at it. Marco Matti coming on for the last few minutes threw absolutely everything at it, but Italy held out and secured just the 1 point they needed to qualify automatically as group winners. Talking to a few of the players after, obviously they only found out the Norway score after full time. A draw and even a defeat here against Italy tonight would have saw Ireland come second, if Norway dropped points at home to Italy, but they won 5-1, got the job done on their home patch, and they look forward to a November playoff. For Ireland, it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road for this generation. There are 5 or 6 players who are eligible for the next campaign, but for a lot of these players, they'll either hope to make the step up to the senior team in the not too distant future, but they'll have real regrets, and they didn't miss out on the qualification tonight. They'll look back and have real regrets on 2 last-minute concessions, both at home to Italy last year. Gnonto scoring in Cork in the last minute, the last few seconds, I should say, and of course last Friday's last-minute concession against Norway. They've both proved extremely costly. Obviously, last Friday, Ireland was seconds from securing that playoff and coming to Italy having a free hit. But it's Norway who now look forward to the November playoff, and you could put in that as well that draw last month in Tala against 5th seeds Latvia. I think, talking to Jim Crawford after the game, I think Latvia had a 25-30. Sorry, Ireland, I should say, had 25-30 attempts on goal and just couldn't find the winner. So a lot of drop points behind them that have proved costly here as the campaign comes to a heartbreaking end in Trieste here tonight. Just a full-time, utter celebrations for the Italians, devastation for Ireland. A couple of the players were absolutely out on their feet, just fell to the floor, exhausted, absolutely heartbroken. Speaking of Jim Crawford after the game, he labelled it, soul destroying, but he had full pride in his players. He said they've given him absolutely everything over this qualifying campaign, but it just wasn't to be. So it's finished. Italy won, Ireland won, and the Euro 2025 qualifying campaign finishes finishes in utter heartbreak for Ireland. The wait for an Irish side for their first under-21 European Championship appearance goes on. History wasn't to be here in Trieste